Alright, so there was an interesting reaction to my Axiom video. I know that several of you were surprised to see me throwing left-handed rather than right-handed, and so I thought I'd explain myself a little bit. I made a video several months ago where I kind of talked about a shoulder injury I had. You might go check that out. That'll tell most of the story, but long story short, I dislocated my shoulder pretty badly, and I rushed my rehab, and I started bowling before I should have, and I just had so much general weakness that I did whatever I had to do to compensate for that, and this is kind of what happened without me realizing it. And over the last several years of trying to rehab, trying to practice, trying to get things better, this is as good as it's gotten. I've almost had some fairly serious wrist injuries trying to straighten it out, and funny enough, I swear I feel like Bill O'Neill right now throwing the ball, even though I'm turning it sideways. It used to be a lot worse. The chicken wing used to be a lot worse. But this is as good as it's gotten, and from straighter angles, the best I can do is just kind of run up there and fling it. That doesn't really work well. It doesn't get much better when I get deeper. This is kind of the behind the scenes of the videos when I'm throwing. I mean, you see the ball come off and it's just rolling nice and pretty, and I've had a lot of people tell me that they love my ball roll, but everything before the line is weird, and weird is putting it kindly. But I've put in a lot of work, a lot of rehab, and just this is as good as it's going to get. I've just got a certain amount of deterioration that I've fought with for years and years, and it's easy to say, well, keep your hand behind the ball and do this or do that, but this is what I got, and it's gotten to the point where I just can't really deal with it anymore. Now, setup's pretty similar here from the left side, but as you can see, I actually have a lot more function with my left arm. I know that I'm supposed to keep my hand behind the ball, and I can do it for the most part left-handed. I'm a little rusty, and there's obviously some work to be done, but I have the physical capacity to do what I want to do or what I need to be able to do on the left side. I just need to put some practice in. I had bowled several years left-handed, several years ago, and then about 3 or 4 years ago I switched back righty to kind of give it another shot. I thought, I'll just rest my arm for several years and see how it goes, and I put a lot of work in over the last 3 or 4 years right-handed to try to make it work, and it's just not getting any better. And so this was the only decision that I really saw myself being able to make, and I had put it off again because I didn't want to. I've already put so much work into my right hand that I didn't want to basically kind of not start all over again, but put myself behind the 8 ball. But this is going forward, this is what it's going to have to be like for my personal bowling. And I know it kind of sucks for reviews, but unless something changes, the reviews are going to have to follow what I do personally. So I'm sorry if that's upsetting, or if you're not the biggest fan of it, but this is what I got to do until or unless something changes. Thanks for watching.